guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today I'm going to be showing you how I created this super glam, you can wear it to any occasion makeup look. I'm going to be talking through my favourite products of 2020 as well. I'm also going to be showing you guys how I create my big bouncy curls. So if you want to know how I did this, then please keep watching. Today we're going to be using my new baby. It's a bit hot. My boyfriend very kindly got me this for Christmas. So yeah, we're going to be using this today and doing a big bouncy glam waves. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. Right, so I've just brushed through all my hair and I'm going to have a middle part in today. I usually get like half of my hair and I just tie this bit up. If you guys are wondering, I have nano beads in my hair, so I have the nano bead hair extensions and I'm pretty sure mine are 20-inch. Section this bit with a little scrunchie like so. But basically I just get a little section of my hair like that. I hold the barrel down behind my head and then make sure obviously it's not touching your scalp. I like to wrap my hair around the barrel like that and then I hold it for like 5 to 10 seconds. I then let the curl drop into my hand and lift the barrel out and then I hold it in my hand for a few seconds, and what I do is I put my finger through where the hair barrel was, so as you can see it's got a hole in it, and then roll that up and then we're just going to clip that in place with if you watched my Primark haul you'll see that I got these hair clips, so we're just going to clip that into place, and then when we do the next one I just open up the clip and clip the next one as well because they hold like 2 curls. So yeah, that's kind of how I do it. So grab another piece, wrap it around my hair and then put my fingers through like that, roll it up like that and then clip that into place. As you can see that's holding 2 curls now. So I'll do the rest of my hair, I'll speed this up a bit and then I'll come back to you when I do my fringe. So as you can see all my hair is done except for my fringe. I forgot to mention as well, this is personal preference, but I always do my curls away from my face. So on this side I'll curl it like that so it's away, and then on this side I'll curl it like that, and then you get nice big bouncy curls at the end. So I just grab my fringe and again facing down and curling away from your face. I start from like the root like that and then I don't hold it for long because my hair is only thin around my face. That's where it's like most damaged from being like blonde. And then squeeze it a bit until it cools like so, and then the same with this side. So we're going to grab the curl, face it away from our face, please don't burn yourself whilst doing this, away from your face like that, drop, squeeze it up a little bit, and then whilst it's still hot you can literally use any roller. I just got a big bag of these from Poundland. I think you get 6. I bring my hair to the front, so you run through your fingers like that and make it one piece of hair. Then you get your roller, brush down, then roll from the end up. And then I just give mine a little wiggle and it seems to stay like that. That is pretty much how I do my hair. If you ever see me like this in my IGTVs, this is what I've done. So let's get into doing our makeup. I'm going to zoom you in. So to start off with, I'm just going to put some moisturiser on so that can sink into our skin whilst we're doing our brows. First step of my makeup routine is the Welder Skin Food Moisturiser. Even if you don't have dry skin, this is just the best moisturiser ever. It smells amazing. I find that it's really good on sensitive skin as well. I've never really been big on primers, like I've never been a big primer girl, but I love using this moisturiser as a primer. As you can see, it just gives you like a really lovely glow, and it's slightly tacky, so then when you put foundation on it's a really good primer as well. Now moving on to brows. So this is the Be Perfect Indestructible Brow and it is the Soap Brows. So it just looks like this. Now I literally just spray mine with some water and then just get a little brow spoolie and brush this through my brows until you get a little bit of a paste like that. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will see that I do this all the time on my IGTVs. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll put my name here and you should go follow me because there's lots of good stuff on there too. I feel like I'm going to be a grandma with soap brows. Like I feel like I'll never ever change my eyebrow game now. But yeah, as you can see, I just kind of brush the product through my brows. I just run my finger over the brow and I find that that really sets it in place and makes it last all day. So as you can see, my brows look so much bigger and fuller and lifted, and that's purely just from soap brows. So to fill in my brows, I'm just going to be using the Be Perfect brow pencil again. This is in dark brown, but I find that it's quite like a mousy. I find it's just like a normal brown colour. And as you can see, just where I've got my little gaps in my eyebrow, I just like to use this little pencil and just really lightly fill in where I have any gaps or anything, just like little hair strokes. I find that this keeps your brows really fluffy but makes them look really full as well. Rather than going in with, say, like a pomade, you can get really tiny hair-like strokes. And yeah, as you can see, I'm just going in and filling in any gaps that I have in my eyebrows. So now to conceal underneath my eyebrow, I really like to use the P. Louise base. This is in the shade Rumour 04. I use this when I have tan on. When I don't have tan on, I usually use base 1 or base 2. I'm just going to carve my brow underneath, so I'm going to do a nice straight line and then down where the arch is to our brow as well. With whatever's left over on my brush, which is usually quite a lot, I like to lay this all over my eyelid just to cover up any redness or blue tones, and this is also prepping our lid for our eyeshadow as well. Now for foundation, my favourite foundation of 2020 would have to be the NARS Longwear foundation. This is my actual baby. Honestly, I use this every single day. I find that it's not cakey, it lasts all day. I know it's a little bit more of the high-end price, but this is worth it, trust me. Good dupe for that is the Maybelline 24-Hour Warm Sun. Also my baby, I absolutely love this. So I'm actually going to mix a little bit of Barcelona and a little bit of Punjab just to kind of get this medium tan shade in the middle. I like to start at my jawline. I like to press the foundation in. Now for concealer to brighten up our face a little bit, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this is in the shade Porcelain. So it's just like a really nice light cream colour. So I just put a little bit on the very inner corner of my eye, a little bit at the edge of my eye, a little bit on my chin, my cupid's bow, a tiny bit on my nose, and then I put quite a bit underneath my cheekbones because I don't really have very structured cheekbones, so I find that this really gives the illusion that you've got really hollow cheekbones. And then a little bit on my forehead as well. And I just like to lightly pat the product into the skin, and then with whatever's left I just buff around to blend it in. Just get your foundation brush and just dab over so it blends all nicely like that. Then under my jaw I just kind of blend underneath. I find that using a tiny brush like this as well gives you so much control with like where you want the product to go. So I just kind of bring mine under the eye and a tiny bit down the sides of the nose. Joining with the other one, we're just going to do a nice straight line to our temple, just really lightly blending over it so everything blends nice and seamlessly. So now we're going to be using my beloved LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this one is in the shade Toast. This is my typical one that I use all the time. Our cheekbones, I put a little bit around my chin, a little bit under my bottom lip to give that plump bottom lip appearance, and then I don't really go crazy with nose contour, I just do a little bit at the bottom. I find that when you have brown eyeshadow that blends so nicely, and then a tiny bit at the tip there, a little bit around my forehead area as well. I'm using the Brushworks multitasking brush, so I just really lightly start to buff this into my skin, and that's the word I'd say that we're going to be using today. Like, you just want to really lightly buff everything in. This I'm only going to blend up, so I kind of start where my ear is, and really lightly do circular motions, and then I stop there. I never bring it anywhere. I'd never bring it really close to your face because it makes your face look a little bit more like narrow, whereas if you only blend upwards into your temple and keep it quite, again, controlled, then once that's all blended in, I just use the same brush, really lightly blend down my nose and then just up, kind of like push it into my eyebrow a little bit. I'm sure you've all heard of this and seen it and probably got it as well. The Laura Mercier translucent powder, a little trick that I've been loving at the minute. Rather than using a beauty blender, I've been using a powder puff. I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race the other day and they always seem to use powder puffs to like set the face, and I thought, I'll try it, and I love it. Really lightly pat this into my under eye and up where we brought that concealer before. So I like to really bake my under eye. I never really got into baking, but I absolutely love it now. So I like to really press this product in. I also like to bake just underneath where we put that light concealer. This just gives a really nice snatched contour. And then now I don't go in with any more. I just really lightly dab onto my chin, onto my forehead. Make sure to lightly go over where the cream contour was as well. That's baking. We're just going to put some bronzer on. So the bronzers that I absolutely love are the Benefit Hoola Caramel. I absolutely love the Doll Beauty bronzer in medium deep. I like to start where we put our contour. So again, starting at the ear, that's where you want it to be the darkest. And then really lightly, with like super light circle motions, we're just going to start to blend that in. On our forehead where we put our cream products as well before, and just down my nose like that, and then a little bit at the bottom of my nose as well, like that. Moving on for blusher, my favourite two blushes are these two. So it's the W7 Candy Blush, and this is in the shade Galactic. It's just a super pretty baby pink shade. So with my bronzer brush, I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush, making sure to tap it off because this is super pigmented. And I like to keep my blush quite high, so I like to just pat just where my... I kind of pat where my bronzer was and a little bit where my cheekbones are, like that. The Jordana T-shirt Lots of Love blusher. They have loads of different shades in this, as you can see. It's actually quite bad. Mine's quite dirty because I always use my bronzer brush with my blusher brush, so yeah, that's kind of why it's like that. It's got like some shimmer in it, which is absolutely lovely, and it doesn't come off with a lot of pigment. It's quite a buildable product, which I like. But yeah, we've gone for more of like a blush look today. So next we have highlighters. Again, I have two. I just want to give you guys choice. So it would definitely be the Iconic London Luminous Powder Original. Oh, so this is a luminous powder, it's not actually a highlighter. I'd definitely say it's like highlight though. And as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. Really pretty, really buildable, and yeah, I absolutely love it. But if I want my highlighter to pop, I absolutely love the Lick and Lash Beauty highlighter, and this is in Glaze. I know this off by heart, but I've literally used it that many times that the label's completely gone. So I do love it. And that's what it looks like. It literally looks like a galaxy. It's so beautiful. But yeah, you only need the tiniest amount of that because that is super pigmented, so it's nice having both to kind of like build it up. I'm gonna go in with my trusty PC17 Peaches and Cream brush. Yes, it's dirty, these are my own brushes, don't judge me. I like to just place this on my cheekbones. Oh, look at that. Teeny weeny bit on my chin, not too much. If you have any texture anywhere, I wouldn't recommend putting highlighter over the top because highlighter can grab the texture a little bit. A teeny bit on the end of my nose and down the very middle of my nose as well. And then I also like to put a little bit on my temple. So now I'm going to go in with our Glaze highlighter and a teeny weeny brush. I got this from Morphe in a set, and it's my absolute favourite brush to do in a corner highlight. So I'm just going to pop a teeny bit there. As you can see, look how blinding that is. It's absolutely beautiful. And a teeny bit there. Right, now time for eyeshadow. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Artistry palette, but this is the second one, so it's more orangey browns and purples. I'm going to go in with the shade G Money, which is like a really nice warm medium brown, I'd say. Before we start, make sure your eyes aren't creased like mine. So I'm going to pat it on the outer corner, and then with our eyes slightly open so we can see where our crease is, we're going to start to bring that into the middle of our eye. Make sure you're tapping off any excess because we've done our base, you don't want any fallout or anything, but these shadows don't really fall out. I find that they're quite good. This is the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush. I'm going to take my Hoola Caramel bronzer, just then everything blends really nicely into our own bronzer as well. So we're going to really lightly tickle the end of this shadow. That is the only way I can describe it, basically tickling the shadow. Right, so once you're happy with how it's blended, I just took whatever was left on the brush and just really lightly blended that out, just to give, again, that really nice lifted effect. These are the Jordana Tisha Base and Sparkle pigments. So today I'm going to be mixing the two shades Foxy and Iconic. That bit kind of clicks up and that's your base, and then underneath is your glitter and that's your sparkle. Pat this all over the lid where we want the glitter to be. Oh, so beautiful, these shadows. They're actually amazing. They're like the really nice amount of, they're like a really nice shimmer and glitter. Like they're not in your face, but at the same time it's like, she's there. Something's definitely there. A little bit of like sparkle. So I'm going to take the Be Perfect Cosmetic, the Glamorous Glitter Liquid Eyeshadows. So I'm going to be taking the shade Electric. How beautiful is that packaging? I absolutely love it. And I'll put my code on the screen if you guys want to use that. So it's Elle20 and it gets you 20% off any of the Be Perfect makeup, tan, whatever you want. Treat yourself, go on. I like to just pop it over the top, and as you can see, it just makes it almost like metallic-y, like a really pretty metallic glitter. I just think for how cheap these are, they're absolutely amazing. They really make a difference to your eyeshadow, especially Glam and things like that. So I'm going to go in with my favourite medium lashes. So these are the style TL9 from Tatty Lashes. I like to use my little lash tweezers as well. These ones are from Primer Lashes, but you can use any. And I like to place the lash on top and then squeeze my lashes with the lashes as well. Like I like to go from the side and squeeze my lashes like that. Right, so I've just applied them lashes. Just going to apply a little bit more highlight on the inner corner. My absolute ride or die mascara is the Iconic London Triple Threat Mascara. A really thin one, but it gets loads of product on it. So I just absolutely love it for bottom lashes. When I'm doing any makeup look really, but especially soft glam, I love having really chunky bottom lashes. I'm nearly done. We're going to move on to lips. So I'm going to take the Morphe Bite Me liner. It's just like a really pretty, I'd definitely say it's a brown, but it's like a nude brown, if you will. So I'm just going to outline my lips. I'm going to go in with the Doll Beauty lipstick in the shade Fomo, which is just a really pretty baby nude colour. I just put that right in the middle of my lip and blend that into my lip liner. Like that, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of the Jordana Tisha and mmmm Mitchell collab. This is the lipstick, liquid lipstick there, just to give more of like an ombre lip effect. Again, just buffing it out with this little brush. This is the Beauty Weave comb, which was very kindly gifted to me by Beauty Weave off Instagram. So as you can see, I'm just kind of brushing through them, and it's forming into just really nice big bouncy curls, kind of like ABBA curls. I love it. Also, to finish off, I'm going to be using the Iconic London setting spray. This is my favourite setting spray of all time. This is the final makeup look that we've created. Super bronzy, soft glam. I really hope you guys like this makeup look, and I hope you like this little tutorial as well, doing my hair and my makeup. If you did like it, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and then you don't miss any of my future uploads. And yeah, I will see you soon for another one. Bye guys.